What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. Today marks the beginning of Iron Banner 5.0, and I wanted to go over to Lord Saladin and see what he's got. Is what he is offering for a reward good enough to invest all the time and effort it takes to earn all that rep and all that glimmer that you need to purchase things for Iron Banner? So I'm going to go over here, take a look. Real quick, I want to talk about the Focused Aggression Bounty. Again, it is stuck with auto rifle headshots only. Man, I would love to see Bungie switch this out on a daily basis so that one day it's auto rifles, the next day it's hand cannons, the next day it's scout rifles, and so on, just to kind of vary the play that you see in the Iron Banner. I think Bungie's really missing an opportunity there. Next, I want to talk about armor. So as you can see, there's 4 pieces of armor here. They're basically the same throughout all the characters, but they're a little different than what we've seen in the past. So as far as gauntlets go, we're going to see basically the same intellect and discipline roll on both. Very few differences there. One of them is going to offer you increased reload speed with auto rifles, and causing damage with a melee attack reduces your grenade cooldown, or causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown and increased reload speed with scout rifles. So a little bit different between the two, and I think that both of these gauntlets are really better suited toward the Crucible than they are toward PvE play. And the reason for that is if you compare them to raid gauntlets, you're going to lose a couple of things. I think that reload speed on special weapons is actually more important than reload speed on an auto rifle or a scout rifle, because you're really looking to do massive damage during the raid, especially as you get toward the end. I just think that's more important. Unless you're using Icebreaker or something, then you might want to keep it on auto rifles or scout rifles. Next, you get your hive specific perk on your dogged gauge or your raid gauntlets. Killing a hive with a melee attack also has a chance to spawn an orb of light, and you also get your increased grenade throw distance. Now, causing damage with a melee attack reduces your grenade cooldown on the sleeves, on the Iron Regalia sleeves is nice, and with the other ones, it's causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown. So it's a little bit different. I actually like these gauntlets for Crucible play. I think that being able to increase your reload speed with auto rifles and scout rifles is actually pretty good. But going into the raid, I'd much rather be able to increase reload speed with special weapons. I think that's much more important. Alright, now the boots. I don't see any reason to ever use these boots, ever. Carry more ammo with auto rifles or carry more ammo with scout rifles. Compare that to carry more ammo for all your heavy weapons. I always want more heavy weapon ammo. And it doesn't matter if I'm playing Crucible, it doesn't matter if I'm playing a raid, it doesn't matter if I'm just going through strikes. Heavy weapons are just better. There's just no reason to ever wear these boots except for purely cosmetic reasons, or if you just haven't gotten the raid boots yet out of Crota's End, you want to get up to level 32, this is another way of doing that. So yes on the gauntlets, no on the boots. I'll also show you what these look like. Here's what they look like on the Hunter. Here's what they look like for a Warlock. And of course, what they look like on a Titan. Alright, next, let's take a look at this bad boy. Fellwinter's Lie. This thing is a beast. Now, you can see that it has really high impact and a pretty high range stat, but also has a few perks that are going to help you increase that range. One of those is Field Choke, the next one is Hammer Forged, and finally we've got Rangefinder. Aiming this weapon increases effective range, so it's going to have good range anyway, but really good range when you're aiming down the sights. I think this thing is going to be a beast. I've never used it before, but for me, this gun is the reason I'm going to be competing in the Iron Banner this week. I think this is an excellent stat roll right off the bat as well. Anything that increases range on shotguns is great, and this is a really cool shotgun. If you compare this to my other shotgun that I use often in the Iron Banner, Found Verdict, it's right up there already, and increasing the range with those 2 perks, plus getting the increased range for aiming down sight, it's going to be awesome. Plus, it's got better impact than the Found Verdict. This thing is going to be a nasty gun inside the Iron Banner. Next up, we've got Gellion's Demise. I actually already have one of these, and I think it's a really good weapon. What's cool about it is that it offers really high impact with a low rate of fire. So it's not one of those scout rifles that, you know, wears out your trigger finger. It's a much more slow, measured kind of a gun, and I really like that. It's got good range, good stability right off the bat, with decent reload speed. It's got a smallish magazine, but on scout rifles, that's not a big deal. It also comes with Outlaw. Precision kills with this weapon dramatically increase reload speed. That's great. We've got Snapshot, Hammer Forged, and armor-piercing rounds, and Firefly. So this thing right off the bat is a cool as hell gun. Getting Firefly on the kind of roll that comes standard is great. I wouldn't even really re-roll this weapon. I would just kind of use it the way it is, because I think it's really good. It's a good scout rifle. I already have one, so I won't be going up to level 5 to get this one. But if you don't, I'm telling you, this is a great scout rifle. So that's going to do it, guys. Of course, don't forget to buy your tempered buff. If you are competing in the Iron Banner this week, it's really important. It helps you level up much, much quicker. And also don't forget that wearing emblems and armor shaders, as well as the Hunter Cloak, or the class item, all of those things actually make you rank up in the Iron Banner faster and get this up from level 0 to level 5, so you can buy all this cool stuff. And although I would skip the boots, I'm definitely going to be picking up Fellwinter's Lie this week. And Yellion's Demise is a good weapon, so I think it's a good week to be working on your Iron Banner. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.